Welcome back for another ladder race. This is going to be a tough one. So, a little bit of context. I've moved up to the next group, which is Ciabatta. Much stronger riders. Very interesting dynamics in this group. A lot different from the last group for sure. We were racing against SZR Delta Force. They are the current belt holders. And from what I can see and gather, they are 16 runs ahead of us. This is going to be one of the toughest races for me to keep up in. It's going to be a hard one. From going over the stats, racing score, they're all 200 to 300 more than I am. Stats wise, they're all a lot more power. The 5 minute, the 10 minute, the 20 minute, everything is a lot more. Category wise, they're Cat Bs. I'm still Cat C. On the Velo scale, I think you call it. So I'm Platinum. A lot of them are, and that's level 6, I think it is Platinum. And a lot of them are level 4s. So it is going to be a tough one. So let's get into it and let's see how this one turns out. So here we are on the start line again. This is Ciabatta versus Delta Force. So as we get off the line, I was a little bit surprised looking at all the numbers of everybody that nobody pushed hard off the line. This was a nice, easy, I would say, easier start. As you can see, we're all not really pushing high watts. We're about 150 to 200, which is quite nice, considering all their guys' numbers. I was thinking they were going to shoot off real fast, but they didn't. I was quite surprised on that one. But as we're getting up this little bit, I don't know what you call it, a little bit of a kicker, still nothing's going on. We're hitting around 200. My average is 209, which is, I can do that all day long. Will it stay that for long? Probably not. This is a much stronger team. All numbers way above mine. So just keeping up, if I can just keep up with the front group, I'll be happy with that. But, first climb comes. That's where we're going to see who's gonna push and who's not gonna push. I think the nice easy run out was just because they know what's coming. This is the lead out. This is not even the real nitty gritty of the race, shall we say. That will come just at the bottom of the first climb. I'm not the best climber, so I don't imagine that I will be too far in the front pack on the climb. We got the SL8 fully upgraded with the Wakes 6560s. I did pick up the SL9, just, not enough time to upgrade it yet. I don't think, from what I've seen, the SL9 will be a little faster than the SL8, but only by minimal numbers. I think it's something like 1 or 2 seconds over an hour or something like that. It's nothing crazy, but every bit helps. So I've really got to work the next few weeks on power numbers, endurance. I was thinking I had pretty good endurance, and then I joined this team, and that showed me my endurance was not that great. So I got to really work on that, which is good. Joining a team that's a lot stronger than you shows you your weaknesses and shows you what you need to work on. And that's what I need. I need to see where I'm falling behind so I can work on, I know what I'm working on, put it that way. And endurance and speed numbers and power numbers is what I really need. Also, I could do with losing a few more kilos so I can climb better. That's always a good thing. But yeah, get back into the race. We're about to start the first KOM. This is where we're going to see people going to be moving away. This is where we're going to see where I actually stand. You know, if I can't hold the group in the first climb, I'm going to find it very difficult in the last climb. Power numbers wise, I did a 30-minute PR, which was very good. My rest of my numbers were in the green. This is not the best course suited for me, but that's no excuse either. You know, I got to work on this. So, you know, whatever course it is, you're gonna have its good and bad parts. But this one wasn't the best for me. As you see right now, everybody's got PRs going over that line. Everybody's pulling away after that first little climb. If you see right now, everybody's around 7 to 10 seconds ahead. I'm trying to push on. I'm trying to catch them up, but they are just slowly moving away. I'm thinking the downhill. If I push the downhill with my weight, can I actually, you know, catch them up a little bit? So I'm thinking I'm gonna try that, see how that goes. I'm averaging 235 right now. My FTP was around 258, I think it is, or 255 at the start of this race. So I'm not at my FTP yet, but it's slowly creeping up there for sure. And by the end of this race, I think I'll be touching my FTP. I mean, we're at 238 right now. We've got another 20 watts, say, to go before I'm hitting FTP. So as you see right now, at the bottom of the hill, that didn't help me much. They pulled away. They're 13 seconds ahead now. So that didn't help a great deal. But we've got to keep pushing to the end, because you never know. Somebody might blow up somewhere and you never know what you can do. You know, you might be able to catch them up. You might be able to pass them right at the end. As it is right now, they're about 34 seconds ahead from the guys in front of me. The first guys are they're 40 something seconds ahead now. We got another climb coming. They're not the biggest of climbs. They are a grind, but they're not the biggest of climbs. But they're big enough that I get dropped. So I'm trying to push as fast as I can. Now I'm 250 average, so I'm starting to touch on my FTP now, which is good. You know, it's good to push yourself more and more all the time. 251, that is basically on my FTP line. I think I'm 253 or 255. So yeah, I'm pushing. I keep pushing, just under the pretense that maybe the guy in front of me is going to blow up. I mean, I've caught him up. He's only 15 seconds in front of me now. So I am catching him up. But then we got the climb coming. I'm blowing up myself. I'm really, really struggling at this stage. This is where my heart rate is in the 170s pretty much the whole time, or most of the time. I mean, look at it now. It's like 176, 177, 178. But I'm going uphill. So I am pushing. I mean, that's the highest I've seen my heart rate in a while. 181, 182. 182 is zone 5. So yeah, it's really, really am pushing on this one. I'm catching him up a little bit. So now I'm 11 seconds behind him. Can I actually catch him up fully? That is a good question. I'm going to give it my best. I'm going to give it a good go. Hopefully, it would be nice if I could actually catch him up by the end. But not sure. That's a possibility. As you see, he's starting to pull away again. His power numbers are pretty good. I'm trying to match them. I'm trying to get, well, basically, I'm trying to get the same numbers, if not more, because I know if I'm lower, I'm slower. Obvious, right? So my goal is to catch that guy, try to get some points. I mean, I'm not last, but I am not in front of any of the other team, which is not great. I mean, my max heart rate on this race was 182. My average was 166. I mean, zone wise, yeah, we're touching in zone 5 when it comes to that. But you know, it is what it is. It is what it is. Most of my most of my heart rate in this one was in zone 4. I had 29 minutes, so 69% of this race I was in zone 4 threshold. That is quite a lot. Time in power zones, I touched on zone 7. Most of it was zone 4, which is threshold again. 5 or 6 minutes, 5:57 was VO2 max, which is zone 5, and 3 minutes, which is zone 6. So I'm, from these numbers, you know, you can see I'm really trying. It's not like I'm, you know, sitting back letting everybody else do the work. I just don't have the numbers to keep up with them. So as we're getting into the last 2 kilometers now, I'm only 11, 12 seconds behind the guy in front of me. I've managed to catch up quite a bit. Is it enough? We'll have to see. But it's going to go down to the line if it's enough for sure. It is. I can't. How can I put this? I love ladder racing. I think it's fantastic. I think it's a great way of racing. But when you're coming from behind and you've been behind the last few races, it is a little bit demoralizing. I find it very difficult. But I also know I got to push to be up there. So nothing is a given in this for sure. And it's only me that can change that. So a lot of training coming up for the next weeks for sure. So we're down to the last half kilometer. I don't have a sprint in me. I put everything on the line. I'm average 254 watts now, so that's my FTP all the way. The guy in front of me is only 8 seconds in front. It was close, but you know, just couldn't get there in the end. But we crossed the line. We finished. It was a much harder team. I had absolutely nothing left. You know, my heart rate was spiking. It was a tough one. It was a tough one. It was a good race. I liked it. See, my FTP there went up to 263, so you know, getting a little bit stronger on that race. But it was a tough one. It was a real tough one. So my conclusion on that one: they beat us. Much stronger team. We didn't make it easy for them. It was a tough one. I'm just trying to find some stats here. You know, one of our guys took first place. Fantastic. He really smashed that. It was a close one. That went right down to the sprint there for him. He smashed it. He's a strong rider, that guy. Really is. So to put it into context, there was 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 level 4, which is Ruby, is it? Or Sapphire? A 1 level 3 and 2 6s, and I'm one of the 6s. So finishing it with only 8 seconds behind, I think I did well to keep up that much. And I can take that away from the positive part away from this. We didn't win that one, but we always knew going into this race was going to be a very hard one, especially them being so far ahead of us on the ladder, 16 runs ahead of us is a big jump. But we held our own. All the guys did amazingly well. They are such a strong group. And I know from the last 3 races I've done with them, at the moment I'm the weakest link in the group, and I need to change that. I need to get stronger. And that's what I'll be doing for the next few weeks, is just concentrating on doing a lot of workouts for endurance, power. Climbing, I think I've got okay power on the climbing. I need to lose more weight to actually be competitive in climbing. I'm 83 kilos, 170, so I could do with losing probably another 5 to 7 kilos realistically. And then, you know, it's doable. It's not, you know, nothing's impossible, but that's what I got to work on. And if you like to see that journey and like to see more ladder racing with this amazing team, like and subscribe here, and click this video if you like to see more, because YouTube thinks this is the one you want to watch.